I will be really synthetic now, okay, about the inclusions and about what we have and this process. So, and why it's so connected with third missions, because inclusions is a process to learn to live with differences that presupposes. So what is this? Respect to each other's participation and cohabitation when we speak about inclusion, and the role of universities is really important on educated in this process. Obviously, when we speak about inclusions and the role of the universities is that the interventions are not only on the subject, but above all, on the system that it's talked out and all its variables to accommodate everyone. So creating an inclusive context means putting yourself from everyone's point of view. Obviously, when we speak about inclusions, it's referred to the globally of the educational and social sphere. So it's a life project. It looks at the students and then their potentials. It intervenes simultaneously on the context and on the subject on both sides, and turns the specialists to answer into ordinary. When we speak about, let's say, inclusion, we have some indicators, and we should take in mind that we should have physical accessibility and sensorial accessibility. What is done by today that a lot of museums are dealing with sensorial accessibility, so to be accessible to each people, to all the society. And here we have some, you can see some distributions or some evaluations of the Italian schools. Better you can find here this information. So here you see which regions are more accessible than others. So more strong colors means a good level of accessibility. So why it's so important to keep in mind these points? Because we have some indicators on be inclusive. So the first, it's three parts of these indicators: building and community. So everyone should feel welcome. The students or the pupils helps each others, the same in the society. Teachers collaborate with other teachers is more difficult. Teachers and students treat each one with respect. There is a collaboration between teachers and family. Teachers and governance of the university, of the schools in this case, collaborate positively. And local communities are involved in the schools or university, in our case, activities. So it means that we go throughout communities. We are every time connected with communities. Even when we construct or we design our teaching plan, the other dimensions is producing an inclusive policies. So developing a school for all. So staff selections and careers and transparency. New teachers are helped to settle in the school. So it's an indicator that are evaluated by European Commissions. The schools promotes acceptance of all pupils from the local community. The schools makes its facilitators physically accessible to all people. So physical accessibility, you know what you mean, no? So when the people, all people that have some physical problems can access to the place, can access to the school, can access to the public offices, can access to the hospital, can access to the museums and so on, to supermarkets, to the shops and so on. A new arrivals are helped to settle in the classroom and the schools, and the school organize class groups with to that purpose that are valued. So here we are working on peer-to-peer help. And the others that is not less important is coordinate learning. What it means that teaching is designed with learning abilities, taking in the mind learning abilities of each student. Lessons should stimulate the participations of all students. Lessons develop an understanding of difference. So, in this case, also the students are involved in the learning activities. This is a global index of inclusions. So when we evaluate and when we go to like this, how to say, this ranking, let's say, by zone of different accessibility, or how inclusive are these or another institutions, then we should take in mind that we evaluate these indicators about which I just speak now. So you can see if we go once again through these indicators, it's really interconnected, what it means with community, because the education plays a really important role to the community and should be, let's say, to me, an example for community. If the education is exclusive from the start, so then we will not have an inclusive society. So that is the challenge, to be the point of start and the point of arrival, the point of trust for our communities. If we are okay over the all and not involved in the community life, then we will be perceived as something strange to the community, strange to the reality, strange to the daily life of the community. Something excluded, something there. And the trust will be lost. So then we should really cooperate on a good level with the community to promote our values. We should start from us to promote to the others. Thank you. I was really synthetic.
And very substantial and actual as always. Thanks a lot, dear Diana.
So I wish to you a good work, because I know now you pass to Ukrainian. I understand Ukrainian, but I cannot speak in Ukrainian. So, and this is the round table for Ukrainian realities. It's one project milestone that should be achieved, and thanks to my colleague Maria Nesterova, to University of Dragomanov, and so on. Let's say our work group, UNICOM work group, that is really active on promoting this project among others realities, among others universities. And thank you to all of you on assisting at this event. I know the difficulties in which you are now, so we are aware about this. So thanks. It means that you say, let's say, the interest on the event doesn't mean what we happened in the past, so that it's fine.
Yes,
Thanks.
Grazie mille.
Prego,
Grazie
prego.
mille.